Well, the movie. Love the movie.
Oh, good.
I'm a classic Hollywood updated for today, it felt like. The racing scenes, in particular, how were they hard to, were there something about them that was hard to get right?
They were a huge challenge. Yeah, they were a huge challenge. So Lewis Hamilton said to me at the beginning of this process that he had never seen a movie that really captured the feeling of being in an F1 car. So that was a challenge that he said at the beginning. And it required us to innovate in a lot of different ways. We had to have our own race cars built by the Mercedes F1 team. So the cars that Brad and Damson are driving in the film are real race cars that have been modified to carry all the camera equipment that we needed them to do for this film. The cameras themselves didn't exist when we started. We had to build them. So we did that in cooperation with Sony to develop a very, very small, lightweight IMAX quality camera. We had 16 different positions on the car where we could mount the cameras, and we could mount 4 cameras at a time. And then we also developed a new panning head that allowed us to control the movement of the camera, which was something that we weren't able to do on Top Gun, to kind of connect the action to the driver, in this case Brad and Damson, who were driving the cars for real at real F1 tracks during Grand Prix weekends. So everything was in the effort to make the most authentic experience possible, and in the end I think Lewis was really happy with where we ended up.
Yeah, it was an immersive IMAX experience.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm curious, as I said, it felt much like Top Gun Maverick. This felt like a classic high concept Hollywood in the updated for the modern times. I'm curious how, because Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise are often mentioned as the last great movie stars. Do you think that's correct? Are they the last of an era, or can this kind of star still fly, so to speak?
No, absolutely. There'll be more stars, more big stars. You know, it never ends. They constantly come up. After Clark Gable and all the great stars from that era, they said, "Oh, there'll be no more stars." And there's Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt, and George Clooney, and you can go on and on. And you got Glenn Powell, who came off of Top Gun, and Timothy Chalamet, and
Damson Idris.
Damson, hopefully he'll be a big star. There's a whole list of stars coming up.
Yeah, Damson Idris was. I felt that young, I don't know, Brad Pitt stardom from him a bit.
Yeah, I agree. No, Damson has that very special quality that I've been able to see a few times. Jerry's seen dozens of them at this point, which is when he's on screen, you can't help but watch him, and that's a very unique quality. So I think I'm really excited to see, just where Damson goes from here.
The technology that you developed for this movie, is that something you will be able to use for future movies, for the next Top Gun, for example?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. No, every movie we innovate. In fact, my cinematographer, Claudio Miranda, we're working with Sony on the next generation of this camera for the next movie. So, even higher quality, even smaller, which means that we can find, even have more flexibility and give people, give an audience a point of view they've never had before.
Speaking of Top Gun 3, are there any news or updates on that front? I think it's been spoken about at least.
Yeah, we're working on Aaron Kruger, who wrote this script and also worked on Top Gun Maverick, is at his keyboard right now, writing away. I think we're both really excited about it. It's a very ambitious idea, but like everything, you got to get the script perfect before we start on it. So we're working away on it.
All right, awesome. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, you too. I gotta say, it's exciting times to be a movie fan.
Oh, good.
Good.
I agree. Big summer.
Right.
Thank you.